The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on Sunday Night Primetime. The return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And that play gets nothing. So, no gains on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
A second down throw here for Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
So after being unable to pick up the first down on 3rd down, now they have a decision to make. And, Mike, I think we're seeing this play out all across the league. When you cross midfield, you really enter 4-down territory. I think this is a great opportunity to take advantage of the field position, maintain possession, and see if you can get a fresh set of downs. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
The tackle by Jalen Walker. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the Falcons' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
This one caught at the 4. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Falcons nothing.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Penix gonna throw right away. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Atlanta.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
You know what they say, Mike, is the best third down play in the NFL? Don't get to third down. Well, I'll tell you what, this has been a clinic so far here on their opening drive. 3 plays, 3 first downs, and now the question is, can they take advantage of this fast start and come away with some points?
He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they...
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown. And the Niners will take over at their own 14-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Looking for his tight end there, but let him too far. That's an incompletion. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Third and 11. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Purdy on first down. Open man downfield is Kittle. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. That gains an even 60 yards.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert first downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
He pulls it in around the 5.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
2nd and goal. Florendo is in. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Yes, the point by Sanders is good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nick Martin is there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. That's caught right side. It's Lundy.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got his man. It's Mooney. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the handoff, here's Robinson running right. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it at the 3.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
They'll run for it. Wait a minute. A reverse. Good blocking, and he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta. Younghoe now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Pearsall going to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
Brought down at the 26. Brings up 2nd down.
We'll go play action. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he will take this one in. 74 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Agnew on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
On second down, here's Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On third down, Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The dream start here. They gave them 6 points on the kick return and have extended their lead here, Greg.
Yeah, and the talk at halftime was, let's come out. Let's get an early stop on defense. Let's get the ball back to our offense to try to extend our lead. But they don't even need to give the ball back to their offense, Mike. Their kickoff unit forces the big turnover and is able to scoop and score and take it back for 6.
Out now is the punter, Morstead. Following the touchdown, he sends this away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Penix. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally run him down. A big one there to start the second half. 38 yards.
What I loved most about this was just the ability of the quarterback, Mike, to so quickly go through his progression. You see early on at the top of his drop, his eyes are downfield. Quickly realizes there's not a lot of...
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Renardo Green.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
You know, it's so hard to say what goes wrong on these bad snaps, Mike. You know, sometimes it's mechanics, sometimes it's concentration, sometimes, frankly, it's just bad luck and things go sideways, but he puts a little bit too much juice on it, ends up out of the punter's reach, and now they're heading back to the sideline, though, and they just put their defense in a really bad spot. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw, Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Niners add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 37 yards. Going now, Penix on 1st down. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw is Penix. And that is punt in the end zone. He's in. DJ Chark. Touchdown Falcons.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for 2.
The Falcons will
Penix going to throw again. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
31. Falcons 13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's McCaffrey. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on 1st down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on 2nd down. But now after taking a loss on 1st and 2nd, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on 3rd down.
3rd down. Purdy. Throwing the out route. Ayuk has it. They're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Downfield, he's got the big target, Jennings. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was brought down by Ruth Aurora. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
3rd and long. Here's Purdy. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Penix. That is caught by Chark. And touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
For the 2-point conversion.
To throw again, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. To throw on 1st down is Purdy. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
31, Falcons 26. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Pearsall going to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
49ers out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
They face second down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The faithful roaring here in Santa Clara. This is third down. They'll drop to throw. That complete to Algier. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Caden Ellis.
They'll take over first and 10.
And that's just the disastrous outcome on that last pass. I mean, yes, you have to stay aggressive knowing you're trailing here late in the game, but you can't be reckless. Don't try to get it all back in one throw. That final pick, that might just seal the deal for their opponent.
They'll come up for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up now for second down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute left in this one. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Again, it's Penix. Open man's got it. That's Chark. And he's going to get out of bounds with gets the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. Now, first and goal. They'll run here with Algier. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal. Pitts is the man in motion. Flag. It's Penix. Pushed out to his right. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is Penix. Headed left, buying time. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
32, 49ers 31. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Pearsall going to return it. Oh, yeah. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is first and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here comes second down. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
By Jalen Walker. A loss of 10 yards on the play.
So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. And here's the well-traveled DJ Chark. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Falcons improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. Next, it's the Windy City. We'll check in on the Bears. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's the Saints defense coming up with the big play. They made their presence felt in a number of ways, including the pass rush as they get the sack here. The Saints put it on cruise control. They win it 28-7.